Hi, I'm Spencer. This is Big Shot Outdoors, and today I'm reviewing my new Suzuki DF100 outboard that I had put on by Surf Coast Marine just the other day. Today's the first day I took it out. It's got a U-boat instrument cluster up there, and I really like it. Stick around, see how it performs, and if you like what you see, I've got plenty more videos on my channel. Check them out, like and subscribe, and we've got a Great Barrier Reef trip coming up, so hopefully you stick around and check that out when that's released. I've got to get ready for that, get the other boat ready for that. Big Shot. This one's pretty much ready. Hope you enjoy the video. Got a new Suzuki 100 outboard on my Quintrex, which I call Wild Shot, but I've got no money for graphics. That's coming. This is a motor. I had a choice. I went and saw Yamaha, Suzuki and Honda, and Suzuki just seemed like the best package for me. They make a 100 horsepower while Yamaha don't, and this is maximum rated to 100 horsepower, although Yamaha did say that they could have it engineered up to 115 or 130, but I just felt that the old motor, which was a Yamaha, which actually blew up and seized, not casting shade on Yamaha, it was a sort of like a doctored motor, a bit of a mongrel motor. It had been made up out of a few different motors, a couple of different motors, and I think the cooling system wasn't set up properly. Anyway, this is a new Suzuki 400, and it's got a GPS speedo and nice looking instruments which are under that cover. I'll show you in a minute. Seemed like the best option. They've got a 6-year warranty. That's what mainly sold it to me, the 6-year warranty and the more modern instrument cluster. So I'll get it in the water and see how it goes. I bought this from Surf Coast Marine, which is the local Suzuki dealer. They also sell Quintrex boats, but I didn't buy this boat off them. This is about I think it's a 2000, I have to check actually, 2001 or 2007 Quintrex. It's quiet. That's not my motor, you can hear that's that other fella's. I love it already. Another beautiful day on the Broadwater. Meant to rain later. My old motor blew up at Easter weekend, which is end of April I think, and it's July the 26th today, so it's been about 3 months. Haven't been out in this boat in 3 months. Should have worn my shorts. Six knots here. 4,600 revs, 46 kilometers an hour. I've got the new electronic dashboard. I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, so I got my Garmin fish finder there. It says there's no fish at the moment. This is the instrument panel. So I've got the fuel there, filled that up this morning. Tilt trim, it's in neutral. It's nice and warm, the motor. I think that's how it's meant to be. And haven't gone far enough to tell me how many litres per kilometre. Doing 700 revs in idle. And then I think I'll do this one. No, that one. No. This one. There we go. So at the moment I'm using 0.7 litres per hour in idle. It's 8:51 AM. Tilt trim's about, I don't know, down 2/3 of the way down. Fuel's full. Fuel's still full. And yeah, it's a GPS speedo. That's one of the things that sold me on it. So there's a little GPS sender there, and looks really cool. You can set other stuff, but pretty much been told not to mess with it. But I don't know. Oh, the auto hasn't got auto trim, but you can see all sorts of stuff like that I probably shouldn't touch. So let's take it for a drive. Might go for a spare as well. Kilometers an hour, 13.8 litres per hour. Revs. 4,400 revs. Just got pulled over by the cops. All my life jackets are in my other boat, so got to go. I'm actually allowed to drive around in the Broadwater. I was going to go for a dive, but that's not happening. Damn it. I've got time to go get a life jacket. I'll have to go to the shop, but BCF's not far away. Says there I'm using just over 30 litres per 100 kilometres at 4,200 revs. 41 kilometers an hour, so that's pretty good. Got a life jacket. Back out on the water, going for a dive. Let's go. Well, that spot was filthy. Then the GoPro was playing up because I hadn't put the cover back on when I put it in the waterproof housing. Anyway, I went to another spot that's a little bit better. It was like, instead of 1.5 to 2 meters visit was 2.5 meters visibility, and not much around, but I did manage to get a little brown. Take the boat for another test drive. I'll show you a bit of, I don't know, I'll film a little bit. Zoom in, but that's the damage from the cyclone. It sort of destroyed the beaches a bit here. So there's not a lot of beach compared with what's normally there. I don't know how long it's going to take to come back. But up ahead is the sand dredge. 43 kilometers an hour, probably a 1 meter swell. There's a bus stop. I think it's dolphins. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's tuna. Tuna bus stop. Right here. Show yourselves. You can chase tuna around all day, not get any. They're fairly flighty. Oh, yeah, they're going off. We're actually right near a shipwreck here called the Scottish Prince. You usually see seabirds there, cormorants. And there is one, so I know I'm in the right place. Here we go. It looks like on the fish finder. That's the wreck. Doesn't look like there's much bait fish there today, so not missing out on much. Have another look. There we go. It's a different spot on the same wreck. Looks like there's a bit of bait fish there. Yeah, definitely. 10.3 meters. Tuna are going off out here today. Every time I stop for a minute, I have a look around and there's a tuna bust up. And then when I turn the camera on, it stops. I think they're loading up with sand now, and then they go and blast it onto the beach. That's the sand cannon at the front, and then they load up with sand, and then they take that over the beach and they shoot it out the sand cannon. And they've been doing it for months, I think. Try and get some sand back on the beaches before the next storm season. So I'm heading into the winds now. A bit choppier. Sitting down, it's not much fun, I'll tell you that much. Oh. Doing 3,000 revs, 20 to 25 kilometers an hour. Whoa. over 30 litres of fuel an hour. The whale watching boats. Don't see any whales though. I'll get close so they can film me filming them. This is the SeaWorld one. Looks more popular. This is must be 100 people on there. They're waving. Heading back to the Seaway. So that I had that up to 54 kilometers an hour at like 5,400 revs. So ran pretty smooth. Surrounded by f***wits on jet skis at the moment. Now just before the rain gets here. Oh, actually no, it's just started raining. I like to put the boat on the side that's away from the wind. That's secure. The boat's still in gear, keeps it on the trailer. Turn it off now. Just raise the motor before I drive out because I've dragged a couple of motors up boat ramps before. So I'm very happy with my new Suzuki DF100. Has plenty of grunt, gets up out of the hole real quick and pushes the boat along just fine. Definitely don't need a 115, 6-year warranty, top of the range instruments, can't complain, can't go wrong. So with the 6-year warranty, you have to service it at Suzuki. It's not that expensive. I think it's every 100 hours or every 12 months, and then as long as you service it with Suzuki for the first 3 years, you get a warranty for another 3 years. I think you still have to service it at Suzuki as well, but I'm really happy anyway. So that was Surf Coast Marine, did a good job for me, can't complain. They also fixed my steering, it was leaking here. And they did the seals and they didn't charge me for that. And that motor fitted with the instruments was 17,200 after I traded in my old motor, which was pretty much had it, for 500 bucks. I've been talking to Josh and looks like we're going to do a trip in Big Shot up to 1770. Actually, we're going to be going to Lady Musgrave Island, the lagoon there. And then we're going to go fishing, spear fishing, and have a few beers. So looking forward to that, and that's not for a couple of months, but I've got to get my A into G and do a few jobs on Big Shot. Next week I've got the anchor. I've got the hydraulic anchor and the power steering getting fixed. Once I've done that, it's really just a matter of making it a little bit more livable, because there's going to be 6 to 8 of us on there, and it's going to be pretty rough, you know, living rough, I mean. It's probably going to be rough weather too.